Ter Stegen and Neuer have one similarity. There is only one similarity they have. They're both German. Allegedly. So someone needs to fact check whether he's actually in fact German. But if he's German, that is the only similarity. That is Neuer's real hair. Neuer, it's his real hair. Neuer never went to Turkey. He never went to Istanbul. Neuer is not a statue. He's a human being. You see, there are statues and they're human beings. Neuer is a human being who breathes. It's got blood, it's got a heart, it's got kidneys, it's got intestines. Ter Stegen is a statue. So what's it called? Those statues you see, like the statue in Brazil, what's it called? The monuments you see all around. That's what Ter Stegen is. He's a statue. That's what he is. He's a freaking statue. He's a Mount Rushmore merchant. That's what Stegen is, a Mount Rushmore merchant. How do you pass the ball? First of all, you're passing to Eric Garcia, who sells fruits. so first you're passing it to a fruit seller. That's the first thing. So you're passing it to a fruit seller who has an opposition man next to him. This loss is on Ter Stegen. This loss is on Static. Static is the reason why Barca lost this game. Because by going a man down, that was not Eric Garcia's fault. He had to do something. He had to react. That is Ter Stegen's fault. And also, that chance as well, shout out to Monaco. Because Monaco, you still have to take advantage. So shout out to Monaco for taking advantage of the situation and saying, what's up? But that winning goal that Monaco scored, what the heck was he freaking doing? I think he was diving one way and the ball went the other way. So it was even a trash attempt at even trying to save. So this was a Hall of Shame performance. And when we do our Champions League review, we're going to talk about, those dudes that do the break of the week. He break of the week. And shout out to Doc Joe, my Niger brother. He says, forget break of the week. Break of the decade. Break of the century. Break of the millennia. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Side note. Do you know how many beatdowns he's been part of? And he's the only Barca player who has remained from all of those beatdowns and all those Lara Croft things. That's one side. He's the best player in the world. I don't give opinions on this channel. If you want opinions, go somewhere else. On this channel, I give you facts. There's a reason why I'm called the GOAT analyst. I know what I'm talking about. So don't argue with me. Don't comment on me. Don't debate me. This is a scientific fact. Lamine Yamal is the best football player right now in the world. It's not Vinicius Jr. It's not Jude Bellingham. It's not Rodri. It's not Lautaro Martinez. It's not these dudes. Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world. So rather than question whether he is or he isn't, because he is, question how a teenager, a prepubescent umbilical cord merchant is the best player in the world. Because I never would have believed that we would be living in a footballing world where a 17-year-old would be undoubtedly the best player in the world. And he is. Because however good he was last season, he's gotten better. Everything this guy touches turns to freaking gold. And even beyond the amazing goal he scored, that was an amazing solo effort, the touches, the decision-making, knowing what to do when he has the ball, every time he had the ball, that was when you believed Barca could do something. The moment he came off, it was done. Barca were not scoring. So literally, you can see that Barcelona's attack is reliant upon a 17-year-old. Messi had Ronaldinho. Messi had Henry. Messi had other older players. This is a guy that Barca are relying upon. There's no Ronaldinho here. There's no elderly superstar here. You know how I said Barca, it's been a while since Barca have had a superstar? This sounds crazy. This is Barca's superstar. At 17 years of age, a guy who should still be learning how to walk and say, Mama, Dada, Papa. This freaking dude is Barca's best player. But even beyond that, he's the best player in the world. And again, it's an indictment on the players today in the world that you have allowed a 17-year-old to be better than your 25, 26, 27, 28, 29-year-old self. So don't attack the messenger. Focus on the messenger and ask yourselves, how is a 17-year-old the best player in the world? How? That's embarrassing. I'm sorry. It is embarrassing how a teenager is better than the 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30-year-olds. It's insane. It is just insane how, because to score that kind of a goal when you're a man down away from home, that is a whole different level of footballer. So he keeps on doing things that just take him to the next level. Just to score that kind of a goal under those circumstances is absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. Look, here's the thing with this guy. Look, I said it again, we were robbed of a really good game. Again, for Monaco, you can see that they're a good team. They're a good team, and they're a very well-coached team. But Barca had a chance to get something. Barca were never going to win this game. They were never going to win this game because they were going up, they were away from home, and they were going up against a really good team. And a team who knew what they were doing, so they were going to make them difficult. And the only way Barca scored was a moment of magic by the best player in the world. That was the only way Barca could score with a man down against a very good team. But Rafinha, control the ball. There was one counter where Rafinha, just chill out, compose yourself, maintain control of the ball. And football savior was right there waiting for you to give him the ball. But the guy just he was born on the plane. He was not born on Brazilian soil. No. He was born on a plane flying over Brazil. There's one thing being born on Brazilian soil in a favela. There's another thing when you are born on a plane that flies over Brazil. He's not Brazilian. He was born on the plane. Shout out to his moms, because I know giving birth on a plane is crazy. Giving birth high, I don't know what that does to the what's it called? Menstruation cycle. So shout out to Rafinha's mom, because I don't want to give birth on a plane. First of all, giving birth is crazy, but I don't want to give birth on a plane. But yeah, he ain't Brazilian, bruv. Those two guys, they're Brazilian. Those guys, Henry, Naldo, Dino, they're Brazilian. Not this freaking dude, though. So because Rafinha, he will always let you down. He tries hard. He works hard, but he will always let you down, man. But you have to shout out Flick for being brave. Yes, this was different from Araujo getting injured, because Araujo was a defender, Eric Garcia was playing DM. But most times, guys would be like, okay, we're a man down, let's radically change. Barca did not change their approach. They maintained their same approach. He didn't put on an extra defender or another midfielder taking off an attacker. I know we are going to adapt to the situation, and they suffered for it. They suffered a lot for it. But Flick was like, I'm ready to roll that dice. I'm ready to roll that dice. And if there were just particular instances, specifically from Rafinha and other guys, where just a little bit of composure, Barca could have stolen a point. They were never going to win this game. Monaco are too good of a team to lose this game being a man up. So the best Barca could hope for against a really good team was a draw, which they could have gotten. So but still, there's a lot that Flick can take away from this of no, we acquitted ourselves very well being a man down for the majority of this game against a really good team. Against a really good team. Because look, Monaco, they deserve to win, because they you know what they always say, if you watch enough football, it is awkward to play against a team that's a 10-man team, specifically a team as well coached as Hansi Flick. Put it this way, if Monaco were not a very good team, Barca get a point here. I think because Monaco is such a really good team, they could tactically take advantage of having the extra man, and they knew they kept on pushing, creating chances, putting pressure on the Barca. Kubasi was making some great defensive blocks, but eventually just that lapse in concentration, opportunity came in and Monaco pounced. So Monaco deserved the freaking derby, man. But for Flick, man, I was still impressed. But the coach was still impressed. It's just, if you Flick, you're angry and you're frustrated at that, why do I have a bozo who claims he's from my country? For me, if I'm Hansi Flick, I'm going to, I don't know who the German chancellor is now, but screw it. I'm going to my girl, Merkel, say, you're Ange. Revoke this bomb's citizenship. That's why if I'm Flick, I say, no, STEGEN, I am going to the freaking German consulate and I'm revoking your citizenship. You're no longer German, you are Alaskan. You are Alaskan. You are from the state of Alaska. Choose one. You're either from Alaska or you're from Antarctica. Choose one. Antarctica, Alaska, or the North Pole, or the South Pole. All of them. But you ain't freaking German, bro, because you're not, because if you're Flick, you are taking a shizer on the great name of Oliver Kahn and Manuel Neuer, two of the greatest keepers of all time. So you are embarrassing the lineage of German keepers by your freaking Britness now. So, look, it's an L, but there's still 7 games. There's still 7 games for Barca to course correct and really try to make things happen. So it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world for Barcelona. And I still think they're such a well-coached team that they can say something. And if Ansu Fati stays fit, they get no more injuries, I think they'll be fine. But now, all eyes are now on Bayern right now. So now, especially with this loss, they may need to get something from that game, which arguably will be their toughest game. But that game, they have it at the crib. But that's going to be an interesting game. And for Monaco, I'm impressed. Because I'm not only impressed by how Monaco look like, it's their bench. Shout out to Balogun, who I thought, isn't this guy starting? So when you can bring on someone like Golovin and you can bring on Balogun from the bench, this is a really deep squad. And you know how we talk about outside threats? I know we're looking at Villa, we're looking at Sporting Lisbon, maybe even looking at Leverkusen as well. Maybe we should keep an eye on Monaco. Because I'm just looking at these guys, this is an all right team. This is really an all right team. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that's Yamal goal, which was a brilliant, amazing solo goal. That is the first goal Monaco have conceded from open play. So it just shows you what Barca were going up against. So not only were you going up against a team who, before this game, had not considered a goal from open play, you were a man down. So it just shows you what freaking Lamine Yamal did. But yeah, Barca's not the end of the world, but now those 7 games, they have to now start picking up those freaking points, man. But Ter Stegen, man, what a bum.